Here we go. Okay, let's give it like a few seconds for
Yeah, it's recording now. Yeah.
Okay, it's recording.
Yeah.
Okay, now we're gonna start the show.
Okay, ready?
Put your hands in front of your face. Have the number 1 digit out. Okay, get ready, and you all have to say 1,000 with me at the same time. Okay, here we go.
Okay.
1,
1,
2,
2,
3.
3.
Okay, here we're gonna begin. Here's Maggot and Vader. Hey, Maggot, man, how you doing?
I'm alright. I'm recovering from a bit of hay fever at the moment, but I've taken the magic pills. So.
Are these magic pills? Do they begin with the letter X or?
No, they're antihistamine. The self-referential jokes never end. Yes, and I had problems with my lumbar earlier.
The person coming on the show today, it's Vader. As in Darth Vader. Hey, Vader, man, how you doing?
I'm just fine, man. Chilling out.
Badass.
Then just, reading conspiracy stuff.
Cool, dude. Man, this is... I like to welcome you to the Joe Blow Conspiracy Show. You've heard all the other shows, so basically we swear, we cuss, and we always love to use the word nigger. Okay, now we're going to start the show.
Nigger shit.
Okay, now, our first topic we're going to bring up is... we are change, otherwise I like to call them we are Jews, we are kites.
Yeah.
They actually confront the Black Pope. You know the Black Pope, the superior general of the Jesuit order, the man who carried out the 9/11 attacks using the Knights of Malta and high-level Illuminati Freemasonry or whatever this bullshit.
Yeah.
And man, Maggot, did you see this fucking video?
No, I missed it, unfortunately.
Oh, it was so fucking gay, man.
Yeah.
Let me ask Vader. Vader, did you see this video?
No, I didn't see it.
I see loads of stuff like it. Yeah.
Man, this video is like it shows this short little Jewish bitch, little fucking cunt, and like this Black Pope. I never actually seen him in action. Man, this guy is smooth. Like the way he was interacting with people, he was like guiding them out the way, just like he was controlling the crowds. Man, this Black Pope, he's a badass. I say it right now. And like, man, this little fucking Jew whore, she comes up and she starts talking all this shit like. Do you know the fourth vow of the Jesuit? I forgot the fourth vow of a Jesuit. You know the one they talk about the poison cup, the leaden bullet, the strangulation cord.
Oh, if you break the vows, yeah.
What'd you say, Maggot?
Is that if you break their vows?
No, this is what supposedly the Jesuits they say like they have this vow.
Yeah.
You have to say what you're prepared to do. This is usually like Protestants. Like,
will
you kill a Protestant with the leaden bullet? Will you strangle him with the strangulation cord? Will you shoot him with the leaden bullet?
Yeah.
Basically, Craig Oxley, the lover of transsexuals, he always talks about this. Oh, also Greg Szymanski, homeless motherfucker. But like, man, it was so fucking... And man, this guy... I'm gonna ask Vader a question. Vader.
Yeah.
If the fucking Black Pope, the superior general of the Jesuit order, had if he was the so-called the most powerful man in the world,
he controls everybody in the world.
Yeah, what I'm saying is this:
everything, like, you and me.
How could We Are Change go and like basically come up like within a few centimeters, few inches of him, and like nothing happened, and he didn't have any security. I saw the video, man. It was just this big fat black lady.
He must be very dangerous then if he didn't have security.
I don't know, man.
That's martial arts expert or something like that.
But honestly, doesn't this kind of like... I think, me personally, that this all backfired on these fucking shitheads. Like the Black Popers, it proved like the superior general... Yeah, he don't have no fucking power, okay? And then like... it embarrassed We Are Change, man, immensely. I'm gonna say this to fucking We Are Change. You're such a fucking badass. Why don't you go fucking confront the black rabbi, okay? When you do that, when you get some little Jew, then I fucking like I start saying I should become part of We Are Change. I'll make We Are Change North Pole, okay? Because I live in fucking top of Sweden. Man, this is so. I know, man. Oh, I gotta say something. Vader here, he lives in Norway. Actually, very close. Like he's in the northern part too. Hey, man, like there's something we were discussing earlier. I don't know why, it just reminds me of like talking about Black Popery.
Yeah.
Outside of England and Germany, Scandinavia has the largest satanic community. Am I correct?
Yeah, probably.
You yourself,
Fucking Satanist in this country.
you had a friend who was Satanist, right?
Yeah.
Can you tell me about him?
Well, it was young and stupid, and it wasn't that hardcore, you know. It didn't sacrifice a lot of animals and stuff like that.
Okay.
And he was just having the teenager lifestyle, rebelling stuff, and he went into Satanism and all that shit.
Ah, okay. He wasn't no real fucking Satanist.
He sounds like a black metaler. Hardcore Satanist.
Satanism and stuff.
I'll say this right now. If we're taking that standards, and fucking Maggot, you're a Satanist, aren't you?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. That's it. Yeah. I've got an emperor shirt and everything. I must be a Satanist. You know.
But Maggot, I was wondering about this. Like within the death metal culture, it seems like y'all are into like satanic images. But like when I meet you people in real life, you're actually pretty nice.
Yeah.
How many real evil Satanists have you met at these concerts?
I met one. He thought he was a bit hard. His surname was Ward. I can't remember the first name. Possibly Steve Ward. And he thought he was all hardcore and into witchcraft and stuff. And he was going on about putting spells on me and curses on me and all this crap. Yeah. And they're all up to it at this time. This stupid fucking Wicca twats and all that, and all the pagans. And so like, because I have lots of hair, it's like, because a bit of it falls out every night, I'll just like give them a bit of my hair and say, there you go, put a death curse on me. Because that for them, they can actually kill you through that because your DNA's in it. And it was like, whatever, try it, just try it. And
that shit, like,
yeah.
I'm glad I shaved my head. I ain't got no fucking hair to give you. I got hair like down here.
Yeah.
Y'all have to do something else to go get some of that. But like,
give them some ass hair. Anyhow, yeah, this Steve Ward character, he came up to me, mumbled how he's going to put a death curse on me, and he had his back to me, and so I did the inverted satanic thing, like not like that, like that. And I put it in his back. Oh, just getting it for the camera. I stabbed it in his back, and like he fell on the floor and started rolling around, like his back was on fire, like it was all covered in bubbles and stuff. And no, not at all. And he was supposed to be some really powerful black magician and all this crap. And I saw his girlfriend later on in town, and she like tripped over a paving stone right in front of me, like right on her face. Yeah, well, I think they trick themselves, you know, they fall for it themselves. Yeah. If they believe in it, they kind of make that, it's a make-believe thing, you know. If you believe in fairies, you'll see fairies.
I don't believe in this shit at all.
No.
Like, we're lucky to have Vader as a guest today. Hey, Vader, let me repeat, you are from Norway.
Yeah.
There's one particular famous Norwegian, whose name's Varg. He's about to get out of jail. Can you please tell the audience about what does everybody know about Varg?
I don't know what people know. He's playing a band and he was a bassist, played bass, and he actually stabbed the other band member in the back.
Yeah, Euronymous, yeah.
He was in prison for it.
But
the being will be this July, I think. I'm not quite sure.
But let me tell the audience something about this Varg guy. This guy, he was real fucking Satanist, like hardcore. And this guy, like, Bader, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And the guy he killed was a bigger fucking evil Satanist. The guy he killed was a Sami. It's hard to explain. And basically, this guy he killed was so fucking evil. He was pro-communist, not because he was socialist, because he appreciated how many people the communists killed. Man, and this Varg guy, he's very Varg is very, what do you call it, famous among racists, especially of the National Socialist variety, Nazis.
Yeah.
But
Northern mythology.
Yeah. He has connections with the Esatru religion as well. At least like
Maggot, you know about him.
Oh yeah, sure. I studied all his stuff and stuff. Yeah.
He actually made a song about death, where the intention of the song was that the people that listened to it would commit suicide.
No?
There's some kind of satanic spell in there, I don't know.
Yeah, there's bands that made the whole careers out of making every song supposed to make you commit suicide, so these kind of started it, yeah. The band he's in called Burzum's Darkness. Huh? Translated. Sorry?
Can you talk more about his religion and like his background? What do you know about him?
Well, he kind of comes across. I've read some of his early interviews, and he kind of comes across as a bit of a confused schizophrenic, delusional paranoia, and he gave. Yeah, but he's also kind of gave the impression about being really intelligent, but I think it was sort of intelligence you have when you're on drugs. You know, that sort of like really intense intelligence where you basically screwed up. I mean, he screwed up by killing Euronymous, and he came up with like, oh, he betrayed me, my brother betrayed me, and it's like putting all this like Masonic overtones on it. And then it was like, I killed him because he was a coward, and Vikings should kill cowards by stabbing them in the back. No, I don't think so. And then
that made no fucking sense.
I know.
Badass.
I know.
You stabbed the motherfucker in the back. I mean,
yeah.
What the hell is that supposed to mean, man?
What he did is he stabbed him in the back repeatedly, and then Euronymous fell on a glass table, and then he mainly died from glass wounds, apparently, according to one of the disclosed police reports I read on it. But his final excuse was that Euronymous was a homosexual, and
really?
I
didn't know this.
Yeah, well, I don't know if that's actually been disclosed to the public, but I heard off one of my concerts, not only was it homosexual, Euronymous had a black dildo in his one of his drawers, and it was covered in shit. So, yeah.
No, but Maggot, I gotta ask you this question. It confuses me and shit. Why are both death metal people, Nazis, basically all the very aggressive types, why do they love this guy so much?
Because he basically murdered somebody, went to prison, and now he's out. Was one thing. He started out his own sort of music as well, and he was a one-man band, so he's very much appeals to the solitary Satanist or loser, whatever. The lone wolf mentality, and he made himself a skinhead in prison, so he appeals to all the skins. Except he grew it back out when he was like speaking to his lawyer. When he's trying to get out of prison, and then he made several prison escape attempts. You didn't know about that? One of them, he had a shotgun. I think he had it like tucked behind his back, or whatever. He sneaked aboard a family car as they were leaving the maximum security prison or whatever it was. No, it was normal security prison, I think, and pulled the gun out on them and told them to cross the border. You know, yeah, and they didn't. They like stopped the car or something. The police caught up with them. Real quick.
I'm glad that happened because the border to Norway is Sweden, where I live. Man, if I saw this motherfucker in the street, I'm not a tough guy. If I see him, I would have ran away. Let me ask Vader. Vader, let's pretend you were at somewhere in the middle of the night and you saw Varg. What would you do? Don't lie.
Yeah, if he was on meth, I would fucking run.
Man, get the fuck out of here. You run away like a little woman like I would.
You'd squeal. He's on meth or something. He looks like a skinny little dangerous psychopath type, you know?
Yeah.
He thinks he's Odin as well. One of his delusions is he thinks he's Odin, as far as I remember.
He thinks he's Odin.
Yeah, he thinks he's actually Odin. You know, Odin, who stabbed his own brother in the back. Ray, very loyal. Yeah, it's kind of it's because he can't face the fact that he did that to that guy, and the actual reason he did that was just to do with record sales. I mean, when it comes down to it, it's really like not very satanic at all. It's really
that's really fucking stupid. Like, you're in fucking prison, okay, man?
Yeah.
Like, how the fuck are you gonna spend the money? What's the fucking point?
I know.
Shit.
I know. He was annoyed because he was doing this underground music, and Euronymous was the record label manager. Deathly Silence Productions, I think it was, and you know, they always say in the music business you don't get the money back for years and years and years after you start recording. Euronymous was Varg Vitan's bosom, Count Grishnak, to use three of his names, wasn't happy with that, and he was accusing Euronymous of hoarding all the money, you know, all hundreds of pounds of it, because there really wasn't that much money coming in. And what they do from their end is they invest all the money, and it's already promised to other people, and so just Varg was just being really immature, but he went, you know, he went totally over the top when he went and stabbed the other guy, but at the same time, this was like a bit of a craze going on in Norway, but mainly killing homosexuals and stuff like that, mainly boasting about
Cool.
it. Yeah. That's one of the reasons I listened to the movement in the first place. So I obviously checked up on it, and I heard about so-and-so killed a homosexual, allegedly. Yeah.
Let me ask Vader.
Yeah.
Vader, man. Okay, like in Sweden, we are deadly afraid of this guy. In Norway, what is the public opinion about Varg?
I don't think people think about him that much anymore. But people were like freaked out when the newspapers were printing big letters about him being a dangerous Satanist and church burner and stuff like that. The blue totally.
Oh, thank you. That's what I want to tell the audience. This guy is now. Remember why this guy's so fucking evil, Vader. This guy was such a fucking Satanist. He wasn't like passive Satanist. He was active. He used to go to fucking churches and burn them down. Vader, he burned down like churches that were hundreds of years old.
Yeah, he probably did.
Did he ever admit it, or he just like?
No, he was part of a movement. It was like sort of like a independent movement. I think they burnt down maybe 56 wooden churches.
Shit.
Yeah, it's because those wooden churches were built over pagan sacred grounds, and they resented the Christian what do you call it, incursion. Yeah,
Okay.
basically when all the Christian missionaries came over to Norway and the Netherlands, and they brought their Ponzi ways, and they all smelt nice, and they had like nice short hair, and they didn't have beards, and they started trying to have their way with the women and all this sort of stuff, and the women fell for it because these guys are basically ponces, and I think the standard sort of like Norwegian or whatever at that time had a big beard and a bare belly, and it was like all the time.
Basically, they looked like a Vader without his mask on.
And so no idea how they actually managed to get away with it instead of slaughtering a whole bunch of them. But usually, they'll send the missionaries out first, then you'll send out the Crusaders and all that sort of stuff.
Maggot, that's what I don't understand. Like, this guy was August. He didn't work alone, man. This guy was part of a secret society. This guy and this organization, I believe, exists to this day.
Yeah.
And like, but I just don't understand, Maggot. What is the appeal of this guy? He didn't kill that many people. Yeah, he burned down some churches. This guy's like a big, like, among racists I've been to, they talk about him. Among Nazis, they all love him. And death metal people, this guy's like some kind of fucking superstar.
Yeah.
I don't understand this. It makes no fucking. Can you? Maybe I'm just dense. I don't know what's the allure of this dude, man.
I don't know. I think it's unfortunately part of the satanic movement is that they do tend to worship people, which is just like, again, that's totally against it, because you're supposed to worship yourself, and through that worship Satan or whatever, from what I've read. It does seem to be an unfortunate thing that happens, and it's because a lot of these people who follow him are really, really stupid, and they're not very good musicians either. And the best they can do, is rip off old folk music and just change the guitars.
And then like play it really fast, like.
Oh yeah, they do that, but they use a lot of tremolos and effects on that, and there's a lot of. I think it's more death metal thing, but there's a lot of amphetamines involved.
Talk about effects, Vader. Can we hear that one effect that you can produce with your outfit?
Sure.
Okay, that made absolutely no fucking sense, but I enjoyed it. I don't care. But like, Vader, man, we're gonna end the discussion on this this fucked up Varg. Do you have anything you want to give, like some insight as a Norwegian man about like this character?
Actually, I haven't been following this guy for.
Isn't he supposed to come out this year or next year?
I think it's July, but I'm not sure. But he's been released soon. He's been applying for release for a while, but he's been denied release.
Good.
Oh right.
He's been behaving in prison and stuff like that, but still they won't let him out.
Let me tell y'all in prison, good job. Keep that motherfucker in there. Fuck him.
Do you know who organised the prison break as well? It wasn't him. It was his mum.
Really?
It's deemed acceptable apparently. Yeah, under like Norwegian law or something, if your mum arranges a jailbreak for you. So
Well,
Think ahead.
Never heard of it.
Is that true?
I never heard of it.
You never heard of it? I read it on the internet, so it might.
I
Yeah.
don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Now this subject was too fucking weird. We're gonna go to something funny. Okay. One of the biggest fucking clowns in the conspiracy community we know is Dr. Deagle. And this guy's a fucking lunatic. He lost his medical license. He claims to be involved in every major conspiracy theory that ever fucking existed, and especially in the last 30 years.
Yeah.
Man, this guy is such a fucking liar, Maggot. Maggot, how the fuck, he's supposed to, let's accept everything he says is true.
Yeah.
What makes him a fucking expert on chemtrails? I don't understand this. Yes, he's not an engineer. Vader's a real fucking engineer.
Yeah.
And, he's just a fucking stupid medical doctor. I mean, am I missing some bullshit about Dr. Deagle you want to bring up?
I think Dr. Deagle gets so much attention because he makes so much money out of his drugs, basically. Yeah. And then he'll use the money he makes from that to possibly, I wouldn't say directly, but perhaps indirectly pay for his appearances. If you know what I mean.
That was Maggot acting black.
I was trying to sound like a Cockney Londoner. Like something out of Only Fools and Horses or something. Like, what is its name? Trigger.
Trigger.
Yeah.
That nigga. Okay.
Trigger the nigger. Yeah, so you're almost right.
Vader, man. You are a real fucking engineer. You're not just going to school as an engineer. You work as a fucking engineer.
Yeah.
Can a stupid doctor, know anything about engineering?
Yeah.
I mean, doctor, can he? Let's pretend you were building a building, and Dr. Deagle came up to you and said, "I'm sorry, Vader. The way you have those beams or the water piping is not right. I'm gonna tell you how to. I'm gonna redo the designs." What would you tell Dr. Deagle?
Well, first of all, I'm not a structural engineer, but he can probably buy a doctorate degree from some kind of university on the internet and call himself a doctor. I don't know.
So you don't even think he's a real doctor?
I don't know what the fuck he is. Yeah, I think he's a psyop agent or something like that. It comes with so many fucking bullshit stories.
Yeah, I know.
Well, I've heard at least, so I don't fucking think that guy is serious for dying nothing.
But specifically, you told me that you think he's actually still working for the military.
Yeah, probably is. If you first start, you never leave, you know?
Man, man, one of the things I don't like about Dr. Deagle is he's like one of those people that are super environmentalists. He's saying oh, the planet's gonna die. Oh, we have to do something to save the environment. I mean, basically, that sounds to me New World Order. Maggot, what do you think? I don't trust anybody who talks about the environment. Anybody who's pro-environment,
yeah,
they're anti-human, in my opinion.
Yeah. I go along with the opinion that the amount of damage you've done to the environment is the amount of damage a fly might do to a whale. Really,
yeah.
It's about relative to it, because if you look at it geologically and with the volcanoes, volcanic damage and all that sort of rubbish, and yet the Earth still survived. I mean, it kind of grew up through that. So I sort of disregard anything I hear about the environment. It's I don't believe the NASA photographs. So I don't really believe the photographs of environmental damage either.
Let me remind the audience. Okay, how they always said all these years that Mars' atmosphere was red? It ain't red, it's blue, okay? They were colored, they put filters in front of the camera to fool y'all, okay? Yeah. Maggie, you know about this, what I'm talking about. Even fucking Dr. Deagle talked about this, I couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
He's an expert, not just in engineering, he's also expert in space exploration. Man, this guy is such a fucking liar. Let me tell y'all, you know why he lost his medical license? Because he overprescribed not heroin but methadone.
Methadone, yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. This one lady, and she overdosed on it. And that is so sick. And have you heard him on the Maggie? You heard him on the show when he talks about? He's like, I was trying to help people with their pain.
Yeah.
I was just trying to do good for people, and then the government was against me. I was like, no, fuck you, Dr. Deagle. Any doctor who's selling prescriptions, they're gonna go to fucking jail, and they fucking deserve it. Fuck you, man. Maggot. What do you? I mean, last time you on the last show, you told me that Dr. Deagle himself had a substance abuse problem, that he was a druggie. Where did you hear this from?
It was have to prepare myself. Alan Watt. He hinted at it quite strongly. He said that Dr. Deagle, I think it was paraplegic seizures or something. I'm, you know, I have to remind you again that I'm not a doctor, and so I kind of only half remember that word. I think it was paraplegic seizures, and he used to take drugs for them, and obviously he had complications from that. But he's just like, you know, because Alan Watt is such a creep. He won't say it directly, and he wouldn't even say it by name. He would just like certain people.
That's fucking Alan Watt.
Yeah,
you know, like,
all over.
I don't understand Maggot. Like, people call me a gossip, and then like fucking Alan Watt, he talks more shit about people than I do. Even.
Yeah, and it's like when he ends some of his shows, he go, people who go out to clubs on Saturdays and live in Cheltenham, and people who do this and people that, and he's obviously talking about particular people, but he won't actually say he's talking about. You know, it's just so frustrating.
Oh man. So, hey Vader, man. You know about Free Man, right?
Oh, no.
The perspective.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, man. One time Dr. Deagle was on there, right? And then like he was like talking matter of fact. He was like, "Yeah, 5,000 or 6,000 years ago, humans were 16 to 20 feet tall." Let me translate that in European. That'd be like he's saying is. So
that's non-European. Yeah, I know what that is. Yeah, it's,
isn't that like 10 meters in European language?
About 3 meters, I think.
How many meters?
6 feet is 2 meters, so that's going to be about 5 to 7 meters tall, roughly. Yeah.
And let me ask Vader. Do you think Dr. Deagle's telling the truth that people were 6 to 7 meters tall, 16 to 20 feet tall? In the past, like 5,000 years ago.
Well, I heard some stuff that there came some giants from Nibiru by one guy, but I don't believe any of it.
No.
So.
I think that's what he got. He started mixing in a little Stitch and Dissent.
I think it's a sting of position, yeah. Probably.
Oh man, I've seen those fucking skeletons. They were all fucking fake photos, man. This shit ain't fucking real, dude.
Yeah,
it's all fucking lies. Everything's. Oh, but I gotta say something real quick. Let me ask. I gotta make sure Vader knows about this before I talk about it. Vader, you know about? Did you hear about the school shooting in Columbine?
Yeah.
Many years ago by the trench coat mafia, right?
Yeah, I heard it.
Okay, you know about that. Now I'm gonna talk to Maggot about this. Maggot,
yeah.
You know one of Dr. Deagle's big bullshits is like he said, you know, basically I was the house physician to the fire department, involved in the Columbine response.
Yeah.
Guess what, Maggot? Do you know the mother of like one of the Columbine victims, Mark Taylor, had to say about Dr. Deagle when he was interviewed by actually Eric Hufschmidt? We fucked twice. He said this. He was like, Dr. Deagle, you know, he like come and visit the house like 2 or 3 times a week, and then like he would show them like microchips, Maggot, like, you know, chips you kind of put in your body.
Yeah.
Be implanted in people.
Yeah.
And then like they were afraid that Dr. Deagle actually implanted her son who got killed at Columbine with those fucking chips.
Maybe he wrote prescriptions for the kids.
I know, and they actually got them.
Yeah. He sold them chips and then
Dr. Legal.
And then guess what else?
Dr. Legal.
No, guess what else she said about Dr. Deagle? She says he talks like there's a voice in his head that's giving him commands like Deagle do this, Deagle do that, Deagle like go to the kitchen and get a beer. Go to the bath, take a shit.
Yeah.
And, like,
pick up the knife, Deagle. Pick up the knife.
Dr. Deagle go to the radio and lie about everything.
Yeah.
Shit all the time. But man, this Dr. Deagle, man, we could like talk fucking hours about this guy because he's such a fucking bullshit artist clown. Man, especially even about this Jew flu. He's only doing it for the fucking money, man. There ain't no other fucking reason why he's like pumping it so much. We already talked about it. But let me ask Vader, what do you think about Jew flu? Do you believe, Dr. Deagle, that everyone's gonna die in September?
No, I don't.
Me either. Because basically every government in the world would have to go and infect people in their own country. Do you think Norway would come up and come to your house and like spray with some virus?
But they could vaccinate a lot of people that might get sick if their genes are weak.
Man, you know one of the things.
And they'll probably do it again because Rothschilds and stuff, they have, or Rockefellers, they have a lot of money invested in the Norwegian government vaccine program.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you know any specific...
The Prime Minister is also involved in this with his family. They are have high positions in that health organization that has vaccination programs.
Really?
Yeah.
What? This is actually fascinating. Have you met any of the people involved, or you just gleaned this from the newspaper? Where'd you get this information from?
There's a book about it written by a Norwegian guy. I can give you some links and make it a subject later.
No, but let's talk about it now. Like, what's the guy's name?
Who?
His name's Ooh.
Who are you? What name do you want?
Vem skrev boken?
Wait 1 second.
Sure, no problem. I'll be editing this out, so do not.
Okay. Oh yeah. One other thing would be the Deagle is one of the Rothschilds produces some of the drugs he makes. He actually calls him by name on the thing. I can't remember what it is. Like what his name is.
Let me remind you about. I gotta ask you, Maggot. Maggot, he sells. You know, like basically on Dr. Deagle, they have the first hour and the third hour where they actually bring guests and they actually talk about semi-normal things.
Yeah.
But in the second hour, it's pure bullshit, man. It's all fucking selling like quack medicine.
Yeah.
Things that don't work.
Yeah.
And like the people who come on that second hour, they're such obvious liars. I mean, I get this creepy feeling when I hear them, man. I feel like washing myself afterwards. And stuff. It's so filthy. I mean, this guy's such a fucking scumbag.
Yeah.
Do you ever listen to Dr. Deagle's second hour?
What's that?
Do you ever listen to Dr. Deagle in the second hour?
I only listen to the stuff I can get on hold of the internet.
But do you listen to hour 2?
Yeah, I listen to all the stuff I can get hold of. I mean, he still doesn't update his internet site, so it's really totally useless, really, for me. Because obviously I'm not there at the time.
I don't listen to fucking hour 2. Like, I go to the first hour and the third hour, and that second hour, I never even fucking download it.
Yeah.
It's fucking bullshit. But like, hey, Vader, did you find that guy's name?
Yeah, it's Atresvåg, and the book's called Sov Lille Norge.
Can you please translate that in English first?
Sleep Little Norway.
One more time.
The book is called Sleep Little Norway.
Okay, I'll say it. Sleep Little Norway. Okay. Yeah. And they talk about the vaccinations and they give names and like it's
they show all the connections to the Rockefeller formations and stuff like that.
Okay, I'm gonna take a look and see if I can find the book.
Yes, Sweden is also involved in that program.
Man, you know fucking Sweden, man. Swedish people are such sneaky motherfuckers. You can't trust them.
Sweden was heavily involved in the brain shipping of prisoners at experiments.
Oh, fuck, dude. I gotta tell Vader, I don't fucking hide anything about myself. I'll tell the truth, okay?
Yeah.
Like, I used to live in Gothenburg. You've been there, buddy.
Yeah, I've been there.
You know, and I told you where I live, basically in the ghetto. So I'll tell the fucking truth. I had lots of friends who were criminals. They were telling me that the new thing that they were doing in Swedish jail, if you were a real badass, I'm not making this up, I'm telling people, I ain't fucking lying, don't call me a fucking liar, that they would actually get, what do you call it in English, ampoule? How do you say ampoule? Injection. And then
pill injection with a robot inside it, I guess?
No, not that. They would inject these people, and then once they get this injection, they would never be, like, aggressive again.
Oh, okay.
I never actually met any of these people, but like I met people who met the people, and they said they got totally fucked up after one injection.
Yeah.
Have you heard about similar things going on in Norway?
No, I haven't heard of it.
But you know, fucking Sweden, man. They up until Olof Palme, he died. They were still doing that Folkhem, which basically was a state-sponsored euthanasia up to like 1985 here.
Mhm.
You know what I'm talking about. Did y'all have the same thing in Norway?
I haven't heard of it, no.
Oh, y'all were lucky.
It wouldn't surprise me if there was.
Okay. Hey, wait a second. I'm gonna see. There's 2 people who might want to come on the show right now.
Yeah, cool.
Oh wait, Ognir, he's on holidays, and let me ask this other dude. You wanna join us? Okay, he does. We're recording. Okay, I'm gonna add another guy to the phone call. His name is what do you call it? Free Truth. He'll tell you.
Oh, Free Truth, yeah.
You know who I'm talking about. Let me add him. He's a crazy motherfucker. He just talks like all this crazy shit.
The internet's going to explode when I try and upload this.
Actually, it came at the perfect time because I was like getting not having enough material.
Yeah.
Let's see, pick it up.
I sent you a link to a picture.
Pick it.
Oh, it's got light in it.
The
light!
Hey, do you hear us?
Yeah.
Okay, hey, what's up, man? Like,
What's up?
It's me, Maggot, and what do you call it, Vader.
Yeah, hi, man.
So where exactly is Houston, Sweden? You're listed that way.
I'll talk about it later, but like right now we were like I just like I gave up all the information. I was thinking about like we'll bring you on the show. We talked shit about like this death metal Satanist who might come out of prison, and then we talked about making fun of Dr. Deagle. Is there anything you want to talk about right now?
I don't know. I've never believed in Deagle.
Oh, you want to talk? Let's start
Don't
with Deagle.
believe in
No,
Deagle.
I don't have much to say. I'm saying I don't believe him.
Okay, but like, how about is there something else you might want to talk about?
I don't know.
Dave, why are you being so boring? Last night you were like fucking drunk, dude.
Get drunk.
Get drunk, drink.
Yeah. Drink!
All right.
And he obeys!
Like, fine, I'll go drink.
Like a whipped dog!
Hey, Free Truth Now, do you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, let me think of something. You want to make fun of Alex Jones?
Yeah.
I just did on cam.
Okay, we're gonna. What do you want to talk about him?
Did they ever cover the fact that they got attacked by Tex Mars?
Oh, we'll go over that. Okay, we didn't talk about that. Okay, but I have to introduce you. Can you wait 1 second? I have to introduce you. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, everybody, put your fingers in the air in front of your face, and we're gonna count 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 2, 3. Okay, I'd just like to say that we're joined right now by what do you call it? Free Truth Now. We'll be calling you FTN.
FTN.
Oh, keep truth free, so it'll be KTF. Your name is KTF now. Okay. KTF.
What was that?
That was Vader. He has his wearing Darth Vader outfit. You can't see it. Okay, like what do you call it? He's KTF has joined us. He wants to talk about like what do you call it? Alex Jones. Like, what do you want to talk about, Alex Jones, man? You said like you want to talk about the Burmese and Tex Mars controversy.
I mean, they called him on the carpet. I mean, Tex Mars first they didn't mention Burmes's name. Then he did mention Burmes's name. And the whole point of it was to do everything that Kapner did, except he's Tex Mars and he can't be put down. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so what happened? Did they even mention it? No. They didn't even address it.
Man, no, basically, let me tell you the truth. Like, Burmese is like, he's like a mini-me version of Alex Jones, and like, this guy's fucking desperate. He's like all form and no substance. He ain't no fucking Maggot's been in fucking radio longer than fucking what do you call it?
Jason Dumbass. Yeah.
Man, like every time I hear Burmese, like I feel ashamed because he's trying to. Maggot, do you know he still wears his hat backwards?
Cool.
I know, man.
That's really hip in 1980s.
I know, man.
He's a lot younger than us.
He's down with the kids.
He wears the pants.
He's only 25, man. What are you
He wears his
talking
pants on
about?
his head.
Right, but we talked about our ages last night, but he wears the pants. You know the pants?
Yeah.
We're a little too old for the pants.
Oh, you mean
Oh, the baggy pants.
baggy pants?
Yeah.
I can't wear the pants.
The harem pants.
I don't get. I'll tell you right now, like this fucking Burmese. I'm not kidding. Like I can tell by the way he talks. Like he was like one of those kids in high school that like everyone told to shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
You know, being a little fucking annoying.
Yeah.
And shit. You know, like let me ask Vader. Vader, if you saw somebody like Jason Burmese at your school, what would you do to him?
Well, first of all, I'm not sure who this guy really is, to be honest.
They brought in late in Loose Change. Like there was, he wasn't an original Loose Change guy. He was a later addition. And then Jones had him build Fabled Enemies. Was like it didn't even make a lot of sense because it was just the surgical things that like Daryl Bradford Smith was complaining that were never discussed. That was exactly what they talked about and nothing else in Fabled Enemies.
Really? But let me, maybe you don't know about this, KTF.
I don't know about this guy. I might have seen him, but I'm not great at remembering names and stuff. So.
Don't worry. Nobody gives a shit about bass Jason Burmis. But, like, you brought up a good point. Like, do you know that who ProThink is? We call him ProStink here.
Yeah.
But, like, but what do you call it? Do you know that they made that Fable Enemies because somebody who's affiliated with the ProThink blabbed on the Planet Forum that they were going to make a movie with that fucking 9/11 missing links.
Missing link, yeah.
They stole
Caveman did
everything
911
from ProThink. I tell the truth, I don't like fucking ProThink, but like this fucking Jason Burmis, scumbag, con man, he stole everything from fucking ProThink with that 9/11 Missing Links movie. Did you hear about this, KTF?
Were you following Martinson?
Yeah, I can't talk about it, but there's something that happened with me, Maggot, and Lily, and Martinson. But Maggot, don't say anything. Okay, that's for a future show.
That's in the 2059 show.
He made a large amount of movies, and they're all gone now. But they're actually pretty good. And he was on his own, and he was coming clean. I'm a former Satanist or something like that, and I'm getting away from that. And then he ends up on ProThink's couch.
Right.
And then they make Missing Links.
Right.
And then Martinson goes off into like the Big Beyond or something.
Yeah.
And then so you're right about Fabled Enemies is something of a ripoff of Missing Links.
Oh, big time! It is 100%, man.
But it also surgically covers those very topics. I'm not sure where you're going with all this.
No, I just want to ask you, like, you personally, I don't know this study. I'm just going to ask for the first time here. Like, are you pro-Think or pro-John Allen Martinson?
I liked Martinson, but I was never pro-Martinson, and I was definitely never pro-Think. But I still gather their files and burn them. I don't know.
You find that you look more on the information, not the character, not the personalities, right?
I was never pro Delaney.
Like I said, this guy's a stupid motherfucker. I had like interactions with him personally. This guy is really dead in the head, man. This guy's such a fucking idiot. You have no idea. Oh, let me give one little piece of Delaney information. I don't know if I'm supposed to say this, but I don't give a fuck. Someone very close to Delaney told me that Delaney, ProThink, he's actually getting out the fucking movement. And guess what he's doing? He's making a few articles, but he's not going to do anything more. No more movies, no more new shit on his website. He's just going to take as many donations as possible until people stop giving it. And then, like, he's going to fuck you all over. I told Maggot, as soon as this person, which you're not going to say his name, told me, I told you. Yeah. And you know this person is very close to ProThink.
Yeah.
Do you believe this person when it says that ProThink is just getting donations right now, and then like he's not going to do anything else? What's your opinion? You know this source, I told you.
Yeah, I think so. It's just going to take the money and run.
Exactly.
Like Clint
Run
Eastwood.
where? And sidelines of what movement? It's his world being destroyed too, right? Unless he's going to be in the 15% being saved, right?
KTF. I'll ask Maggot. Maggot, we're not going to say the name of the source.
No.
But do you trust the source when it comes to this issue?
No, because he told some blatant lies.
Oh, man, come on, Maggot. Come on. In this particular instance, would you believe?
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I thought you'd talk about it in general. Yeah, of course.
No, I'm saying I believe that part. I'm just saying, run where?
I don't know. ProThink's is stupid. You know, KTF, you don't know ProThink. Let me tell you something about his personal life. He don't work. He's a stay-at-home dad. He takes care of the kids. It's his woman that works for Asloff as a nurse, not him. You don't know a lot of things about this ProThink, man. This guy, he's quite shameful. You really.
Oh, I agree. I'm just saying abstractly. There's nowhere to run.
Yeah.
Drop out. I mean, so he's gonna go back to drinking fluoride then, and just watch TV.
I don't give a fuck about ProThink, man. ProThink.
Should I say what I think he's going to become?
Please tell us.
Yeah. Oh, he's just going to work for disinformation. That's what he's going to take the money for. And he's say, I've got a bit of money with me, and he probably already got the contacts to do that. So he's just going to become a disinformation agent. And all he's doing is while he's still got credibility, he's using that against everybody that's like out of their own charity or whatever, and taking that money and running to the other side, so to speak.
I have to agree with Maggot, because like Maggot, even though you may not like the person who informed me, you know that in this particular instance it was like the fuck, because he called me like immediately afterwards.
Sure.
Vader, like what's your opinions of like ProThink? What do you think about this motherfucker?
I don't know this person at all, man.
Man, who the fuck do you know? What do you want to talk about now?
It's a skinhead on the beach. How can you not know him?
I also have this conspiracy documentaries and stuff, but don't know this guy.
And let me ask you about this. Since you're into documentaries, what do you think about the Peter Joseph character in his bullshit movie Zeitgeist Addendum, and Zeitgeist Part 2? Thank you.
That's right. I'm drinking beer.
Kind of interesting, but Addendum, it had this communist socialist ideology at the end that I think sucked. So I think the first one was just to get an audience and stuff for the propaganda in the second movie.
Yeah, I agree.
It's definitely a psyop movie, because it infested all the web, you know.
Man, let me ask you this.
Like virus.
I know. Unfortunately, a person who's been on the show, Intuition, he's still following Peter Joseph. I don't know why. Intuition, man. I know you're going to see this, man. Take your head and pull it out your ass. Okay, you know this guy's a fucking idiot, Peter Joseph, man. But like Vader, you don't think like Peter Joseph's right that in the future, like all decisions are going to be made by a gigantic computer?
No.
Okay. So, like, if a computer told you what kind of food to eat, you wouldn't listen to the computer.
No fucking way.
Eat the yellow pill. Eat the yellow pill. It's like 1960s science fiction film.
Stuff like that. You know, you'd fucked over so many times with the computer, because you won't be doing the programming for those computers. The elite will do the programming. You won't get access to the main.
Yeah.
That's right.
They can only. Yeah.
What were you saying, Maggot?
Oh, they can already program people like computers anyway. I mean, in the Dune series, is it Frank Herbert? They got these characters called Mentats, and basically they're human computers, because like they've learned to distrust the computers, because the old excuse is computers got too powerful, became self-aware, and decided to wipe out the humans. And that was like starting in the 1950s. So fuck you, Valerie Valerian.
Okay.
Just because he didn't spell it out, later on he did, but you know Valerie Valerian, what's her name? The one he reckons she wrote the Matrix series.
Oh, you're talking about the nigger woman.
Yeah.
The one with the nigger Nazi, John Allen Martin said.
Yeah, she also reckons she invented Jesus Christ as well, so you know.
And this she's like, let me tell you, at first I believed her because I don't like fucking Jews. Then like I started examining the evidence. Man, this lady's a fucking crackhead. I don't know. KTF, man, like had there been since we're talking about movies, has it been, what was the one movie that deals with conspiracies that you love the most? I'm gonna shock you by saying I love Alex Jones's Endgame. I think it's the best movie. What do you like?
Oh man, there's so many. I love the capitalist conspiracy. I mean, there's so many. I don't know where to start.
As long as you don't say Ring of Power, I'll be okay with you.
I just like how radical Ring of Power is. I know it's not right, but it's so radical.
I like Ring of Power too as well. I like both of them, first one and the second one.
Man, I don't like it. This movie's fucking weak, in my opinion. But like,
I thought it was funny.
KTF, man, like, what do you like about like a Ring of Power that you always fucking talk about it all the time?
Constantly. Is it because it says Queen Elizabeth is a 360-degree Masonic witch or something? He gets off on it. He's like, oh, so daring.
You heard about the new Home movie?
I've woken her up from her slumber. We're all in trouble now.
Especially the new zeitgeist.
Wait, what's the movie called?
Home.
Home.
Coma.
H-O-M-E.
Yeah,
New
it's
movie?
done by globalists again to trick us again. It's the next step on this zeitgeist garbage.
Oh, what's it about? Tell me.
You have all this movement as well as zeitgeist movement that fucking brainwashed everyone.
Oh, I know.
Have you heard of it?
I never heard of this Home.
They have a
Yeah.
Facebook group as well.
It just came out.
Tell us about it, KTF. What do you know about this movie?
I haven't made it all the way through it yet.
But tell me about what you've seen so far.
Well, it's again that the carbon taxes are a good idea, and that the world is being destroyed, and we have to suffer to rewild Earth. It was just like what you were talking about last night, about we have to rewild everything, which is crazy and wrong.
We have to listen to United Nations, let them decide over our lives.
Okay, everybody who's on the camera right now, give 2 middle fingers to United Nations, okay? Come on. Fuck you, United Nations. Fuck you.
Yeah, fuck you and all your agents. Always hassling me, bastards.
No, remember Alex Jones? And that one part that when he went to Canada, he was like, New World Order, we are not your slaves. We are free human beings. The answer to 1984 is 1776. And he was like,
it's like, why aren't they directing all their firepower at the United Nations anyway? Because it's like the United Nations are the people who set up all the rules and stuff, and then they can complain about crappy little sub-organisations like the CFR, Council of Foreign Nations, and, you know, it's like whining about your local council or something, you know, when you've got bigger problems.
Man,
It's all totally
shit, man.
Yeah.
CFR, when they let motherfucking Angelina Jolie, the actress, to get into it, that means they ain't shit. I'll say it right now. But KTF, man, like, I don't understand, dude. Like, when we talked last night, you were like full of fucking like stuff. You said, I have to come on the Joe Blow Conspiracy Show.
He was full of
I have
spunk.
to get my voice heard.
Yeah, he was full of spunk.
Now you're on the fucking show. Let your voice be heard.
Oh, I blew my wad in the chat room, man.
No.
I did.
Okay,
No,
I know how to piss him off. Watch this. I know how to piss him off. You know what, man? I say the Catholic Church, the Vatican, was right, and all you Orthodox Christians should become Catholics.
Yeah, we're just anti-popers, man. That's how we are.
Yeah.
Submit to the Pope.
I want you to go.
You must submit.
I want you to ask forgiveness from the Pope right now for all your evilness.
Yeah, beg forgiveness.
Repent your sins.
But KTF, come on, man. Tell us.
Obey your master! That's my emperor impression.
Megan, let him speak. KTF, why do Orthodox Christians have a problem with the Catholic Church?
Well, they're the first Protestant religion, and they want to claim they're the original. It's like Microsoft pretending Apple doesn't exist.
But like, tell us about. So, like, you were talking about they have a top-down organization while Orthodox Christians are bottom-up.
Well, the Byzantine system is bottom-up, and that's the system America is founded on. You know, it's not like Jones says this is the longest-running government of its kind. You know, that's just not true.
I know. I don't. Anything AJ says, I don't fucking believe it. 0%.
I mean,
Like,
we need other sources of news. I mean, I'm forced to listen to the Jones show, and I have to scream at the radio the whole time.
Oh, you know, you just reminded me about something. You actually are guilty of something, dude.
What should I do?
You used to be down with that Russian dude who like believes in new chronology, but there's like you can't believe anything's older than what was it 800 years old. And the Great Wall of China, Maggot, they say that Great Wall of China is younger than 300 years.
No.
I'm not kidding. Ask the KTF. KTF used to be down with Fomenko. Tell us about Fomenko.
Well, I'm still reading it. I mean,
I can pull
really
that theory apart quite quickly.
And, like even Christ is 1100 instead of 0.
Well, according to Alan Watson,
I had some problems with my recording.
What do you mean?
He's got problems with his recording.
Don't worry, I can fix it.
We can hear you all right.
Okay.
Yeah, according to Alan Watt, Buddhism's only 400 years old, so, you know, whatever, what would they know? 400-year-old Buddhism.
Hey, you don't understand. This Fomenko people, they remind me of like mix of black popers with Scientology. These people are like really aggressive and with no planers dabbled into it. These people are like everything they talk about is pure disinfo.
Yeah.
Talk about don't ever fucking mention carbon dating. Like, hey, KTF, what do you new chronology people think of carbon dating?
Well, no, I learned about this on the Info Underground.
Oh, I know. Unfortunately, John Savage was like promoting it because of Latin American View. I know, but like
they're still going. I haven't heard it discredited.
Oh, come on, dude. Then you're gonna say like Eric John Phelps. You don't think he'll be?
Oh no, I don't think they're connected to it at all. And in fact, Flamenco claims that there's no Roman Empire.
Oh, right. Okay.
So basically, then you're not a Byzantine. You're not. Then why are you against the Vatican if there was never a Roman Roman Empire?
Oh, sure, there's a Catholic Church, but was there a Roman Empire? That's separate. That's completely separate.
What are the fuck are those fucking aqueducts that are along? I've been to fucking Rome, dude. I see these fucking old statues and pipes in like the air. They still have little water coming down in them, man. What are you talking? I've been to Rome.
Why did they build right on top of their own stuff?
The same fucking thing happened in Mexico City, dude. You go to Mexico City, every time they want to build a new parking lot, it's say, oh shit, there's a fucking Mayan temple underneath it.
So they build on top?
Dust, dirt, whatever, environment, all the little. I can't really fucking explain it, but like, it's a common occurrence throughout the world. It's not just in Rome or something.
I can't defend flamenco. I'm not a flamenco person. I'm just saying I've got the bugs.
Man, nobody can defend flamenco, man. Let me say, anything.
It's a really funny sort of dancing.
What'd you say?
Flamenco is really funny sort of dancing.
That's what I thought when I heard it. Like Russian. Let me tell you, all you people who blame flamenco, you people are a bunch of dumbasses. Okay, you're just like the no planers. You're just like the black popers. You're just spreading disinfo. Eventually, like, and no one's gonna fucking. Nobody's respecting you right now, and everyone's gonna give you less respect. Watch it pretty soon.
Yeah, but I don't think you're addressing anybody. I think they all speak Russian. I don't think.
Let me ask Vader. Vader, do you think this could be possible that the Great Wall of China is 300 years old?
300?
Yeah, 300.
Sounds a little strange, I think.
Or let's say there was no. How about this? There was no Roman Empire. Do you think that's true?
No. It could be forged in history, of course, but
yeah,
I don't think so.
There's too much fucking evidence, man. KTF, man. You keep on reading this shit, you're gonna get fucking brain damage.
And the aqueducts and the baths and everything from the Roman architecture, and they actually invented the masonry and stuff like that. Bricks.
Yeah.
Apparently it's Babylonians, but yeah.
No, I was gonna say, I've been to fucking Rome. I've seen the fucking Roman Empire shit. This Maggot, man, this reminds me of No Planers. Like, No Planers, you tell them, like, no, my cousin, my brother was in New York. He saw an airplane fly over his head, hit the buildings. Then the No Planers get all angry. No, your brother's a liar.
Yeah.
Your brother works for the government.
I've seen a lot of this No Plane stuff. I at least collected it all. I didn't say I really advocated for it, but I did collect it all. I mean, did you see Octopus? 9/11 Octopus?
Hell no, and I didn't see not September Clues. I didn't see any video mashups because I know they're all bullshit, dude.
And how come a lot of the 9/11 footage suffers from the defects of the Apple Shake software? That's that really expensive software that lets you live composite. Who would be able to afford that at the Pentagon?
Man, I'm starting to get a headache. This reminds me of the time last time when Watcher was here. And he was defending Eric John Phelps. Oh shit, dude! I'm getting like. I wish y'all could. I could visually show you how big my headache is right now. Defending Black Pope. I mean, new chronology and No Planers. Ugh. Thank you, Vader. That was very needed. That got me. That knocked some sense into me. Okay, like if there's nothing.
Your soul.
Thank you, but like we're gonna have our final statements, and we're gonna start with Maggot, and we're gonna go around because like we have enough shit for a show. Okay, like Maggot, what's your final statement?
Oh, I don't know. I just got a stupid one. You know, Darth Vader in Star Wars: A New Hope, is it called now? He goes, "You are my son," and people hear it as "You are my son." Yeah.
Okay then. Hey, Vader, what's your final statement?
Just watch out for the shields out there. Sea truth. That's all I have to say.
Man, that's pretty fucking weak. Okay, now we're gonna go KTF. KTF, what's your final statement?
We need several new groups to replace Jones. We've got to get rid of Jones. He has to be replaced.
He's a big cock in a way. Yeah.
He's got too much responsibility. He's just screwing it up.
And go kill him.
No,
I said right now.
Also, position.
He can't run very fast.
That's what I'll say.
Don't kill him. Just need to replace him.
Don't.
Man, don't worry. Nobody's gonna watch this show. I advocate the assassination of Alex Jones. I said it. Okay, that's my final statement. And I want to thank everybody for being on the second episode of the televised version of the Joe Blow Conspiracy Show.
The first official episode.
Thank you, Maggot.
Yeah.
Thank you, Vader. Thank you, KTF. Well, I hope you enjoyed today's episode of the Joe Blow Conspiracy Show. And Khuda Hafiz. See you guys. Bye-bye.
Bye.
See you.
What the fuck was that? You might say, yeah.
Dude, that was
You should start recording, yeah? I'll start recording now.
Oh, no, stop recording. It's